You ain't never party with the stage in the water. You ain't never party going towards the water. You understand? Even Christmas in July, it's an exciting event on the beach. But guess what? You're partying from the sand to the water. This one you're partying from the water to the sand.
This feature is brought to you by
if you're
the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports.
All right, Steve, morning, good afternoon, whenever you guys are watching this, we're tuned in here out on the Brandywine Bay Beach where Sour Splash 2025 is getting ready to go. We don't see anything set up just yet, and we know Sunday is just around the corner. But Steve, you're here to give us a rundown as to what we're to expect this weekend.
Well, good day, guys. You know, we're back again, Sour Splash. You know, last year was our first edition. And, you know, we had a couple hiccups, but, you know, for the most part, you know, we were still able to pull off the event, you know, with God's help. You know, sometimes everything don't go as planned with these events. But, you know, we're back because we see that, you know, we don't have a day fete. We don't have a beach fete for festivals. So this is your one and only day fete, beach fete for Festival 71. So we put together a great lineup. We have Asa Banton from Dominica, and you know, when you say Sour Splash, we're talking about the beach and the water and stuff. They don't get any better than Asa.
Asa Banton! You taking man tonight. Asa Banton! I am the Western King. We've done everything. Do what you want. Asa Banton!
And then coming for the first time to the BVI, we have she calls herself the Freak Queen, Lady Lava. You know, all the women, you know, are coming up for her. And, you know, she sings for the women, not the men. But, you know, we men, we come for the women. So it all works out.
Yeah, it's Lady Lava, Queen of the Freak, and I will be performing live first time in Tortola, the 27th of July. Sour Splash, all in know what to do. Come out and have a grand time. As I show outside of my gates this summer, I'm suffering the consequences of having a good jam. It's an rewarding being the best girl. I am that Bob the Builder. Lady Lava will be there, Tortola.
Lady Lava!
I'm that Bob the Builder.
And then also we have international DJs, Hans and Renzo, coming from Trinidad.
July 27th. Wait, name? Sour Splash. Sour Splash. Pon, Renzo, we coming. Tortola. Outside. Give me some office.
Last time! Anybody in the place! Come on, Renzo!
We also have some great local entertainment. Boss, Pascal, Pure Mass from Virgin Garda. So we got Virgin Garda Entertainment also involved. We have Jashante International, who's a DJ out of St. Croix. We got DJ Dagger. We have Top Man Key.
Pascal, the artist, Boss, Pure Mass Band, hosted by Jussie, with your DJs, Top Man Key, DJ Dagger, and Jay Shanty International. Yes, come witness the stage on the water.
And, you know, obviously, right behind of me in the water, we're gonna have the stage.
And then, you know, I needed to come to that. You always come with something different. You try to take it up a notch, and you know that's very complimenting. You know, go a step further than what we are used to.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about the special setup that you have in place.
Right. So for those who've been partying with me for a very long time, I used to have an event called BVI Spring Fest. It used to be held at King Garden Beach. And, you know, it was the normal beach, the stage on the beach. And I always wanted to put the stage in the water at Springfest. That was the initial plan. Eventually, it never happened. And, you know, now that a situation presented itself, I said, hey, you know what? Sour Splash left a little bit of a sour taste in people's mouth last. So we got to come this year and sweeten it up a little bit. So having the opportunity to put the stage in the water, I said, let me do it. I know it's going to be difficult to execute, but you know, I felt that it would bring a different element. So now we have the stage going to be in the water, so you're going to be partying from the beach towards the water rather than.
So you're coming to get wet.
You have an option, so you can stay on the sand, or you can go direct. If you want to go directly in front of the stage, you're going to have to go in the water. We're not going to have the stage far out, so you can't stand up in the water. It's going to be maybe about waist height, so you can go and dance, party, prance in the water. You know, you don't have to get your whole body wet. You can still have your phones in your hands, you know, to have that. You know, we want it to be an enjoyable event. And, you know, Brandywine Bay Beach gave us the scope because of how it's a nice flat beach. The water is shallow, and it's not a beach that takes a lot of ground sea. Like the sea is not normally rough, so it gave us a high percentage chance to execute this mission.
Okay, but the concern is, oh damn, he's going to go mess up the beach, go drive piles and all of that to put up a stage. How are we going to deal with that? We don't want the beach to destroy. We don't want you driving no piles. What's the plan to make sure that the beach is protected, the water shorelines are protected?
Well, I'm going to say this for sure. Whatever we're doing to put this stage on the water, it's not going to have anything to do with disturbing the water or the sand. And I don't want to give any information because I want people to come and just see it sitting right there in the water.
Oh, so it's an element of surprise?
Yes, I don't want to kill, you know. It's just like not having sex before marriage. Okay, you wait until the wedding bells ring and then go to the bedroom. So we're saving it. We don't want we just knowing that it's not going to cause any disruption. We already had this conversation with natural resources. Let them know it's not going to have any disturbances with the water or the sand or the structure of the beach.
Okay.
But it's going to be a different element of partying. You know, I feel like for this summer, I feel like Sour Splash is going to be the one event you're going to walk away from this summer with a different experience. You understand? Because if you look at our summer, normally everything is the same every year except for entertainment. So we have the village, you have great entertainment. We know the boots are going wrong in a horseshoe, and we know there's a stage elevated, right? Then we know we have pageants. You understand? Where there is the multipurpose complex or the college, and we're sitting down and we're watching these nice shows, okay? But you ain't never party with the stage in the water. You ain't never party going towards the water. You understand? Even Christmas in July, it's an exciting event on the beach. But guess what? You're partying from the sand to the water. This one you're partying from the water to the sand. So if you enjoy going to that, then you have the opportunity to get two positions. So now the sex after the wedding now is even more exciting because now you get a position from the sand to the water, and now you get a position from the water to the sand.
Which brings me to the point, if we're going to be doing the water thing, and you know you have those people who are going to be very daring, yes, they want to go get a good baptism to party. What about safety and security to make sure that when people are in the water, they're going to be consuming alcohol, that it is being done in a safe and responsible way? Okay,
so we're going to have a on-duty lifeguard, although the water is only going to be about waist height, but we're still going to have on-duty.
Don't you take a bucket of water to drown a person?
Well, like I said, we're going to have on-duty lifeguard. We're also going to have securities that are going to be in that area of the water, and we're also going to be reminding people to drink responsibly. You understand? And just like anything or any event, you have to be responsible because you know people drink and then they drive, and we're asking you not to do that. And if you're drinking, be cautious if you're going in the water. You understand? I hope no one should be stumbling in the water because it's gonna be at waist height. And if you don't want to go in the water, you could party right on the sand, you know. But you know, some people like to go right up to the artist. So if you want to go right up to the artist, you know, you're gonna have to come dressed, you know, appropriate for that. You know, some people come to the beach event and they come down nice and dress up. Obviously, those don't have no intentions to go in the water. But if you want to go in the water, you're gonna have to dress, you know, with your, you know, beach attire.
Okay. Tickets, what it costs to get in here?
So right now, we're still running the early boards. We had some disruptions with the getting the tickets in. So because of that, we have kept the early board, which is $50. And you know, $50 to see Asa Banton, Lady Lava, Pons and Renzo, a whole bunch of local acts is a great deal. We're not sure if we're inflating yet at the gate. You know, that's always a decision on the day. We'll let people know that. But you can get your tickets at Hazen's Beauty Supply. And right now, if you buy a ticket, it comes with a phone case of your color. There's 8 different colors. You can go to Mr. Nice Guy in Virgin Gorda, for those of you in Virgin Gorda. If you don't want to go to our outlet, you can go on eventbrite.com/Sour Splash and you can get your tickets also for $50 right now on Eventbrite. So there are multiple ways to get your tickets. And also, I want to big up, you know, well, JTV, I was on board. Digicel BVI, we're giving away for all you iPhone lovers. We have an iPhone 16 Pro, and the only thing you have to do is come to the beach, either take a selfie with the stage in the background. So you take a selfie with the stage in the background, or have someone take a full body picture of you with the stage in the background. Go to Facebook, post it on your Facebook, and tag YOLO Promotions BVI, tag Digicel BVI, and hashtag Sour Splash DG Cam. And that enters you into the competition at 8 o'clock that day of the event. We'll go on Facebook and see which picture has the most likes. So it's going to be on you to see how sexy you want to be. You understand? Or how good you want to be to get your likes. So what you got to do to get your likes up. You understand? And we're going to pick the winner from the most likes. So that's a competition that we have going. Also, we're going to have, I don't know what the name of it is. Digicel is also sponsoring that, where you're going to be able to go into a booth and there's going to be a whole bunch of things flying around with some prizes. We're going to be giving away tickets to all our other events, because we have 3 other events for summer, the 2 village aftermaths and the brunch in the jungle. So those are going to be available too, to go in and win those tickets. And then also, big up to Rotom Wholesale, for sponsoring. We have many drink brands, including Heineken, Barefoot, Dragon Stout, Jack Daniels, Coca-Cola, all those guys on board. So we're gonna have drink specials. You know, we also have the nice sexy bartenders. They're gonna be dressed down in bikinis and nice sexy outfits for all the guys who want to hang out by the bar. We're gonna have portable bathrooms in the venue. We're gonna have 3 food vendors in a venue. Obviously, if you know Brandywine Bay Beach, there's a lot of trees, but we're also going to have a lot of tents elevated in here. We're going to have those picnic benches, so you can come early. You know, I know people like to come to all the time, but you know, on Saturday the 26th, we're going to have a venue warming party for those of you who lost a little trust in the events don't start on time, blah, 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 blah. I want people to come here on Saturday. The venue is going to be fully set. That venue warming party is going to be set for 4:30 in the afternoon for a couple hours. You could come, the bar will be open, so you could come have a drink, watch the stage in the water, take your picture, see how the venue going to be laid out, so you could prep your mind for how you want to party the next day. See your spot where you and your girls want to hang out. You know, check out the different things we have for you to take pictures of, you know. So we're trying to do things a little more organized. You know, the thing with promotion is no one is perfect. We've made mistakes. We have apologized 100 times. Last year, we even had a member left the promotion team and come back. You understand? But, you know, we don't want people to hold us. You understand? People make mistakes. Even in a relationship, you know, your man cheats, you do something, you still take him back. Well, yeah, well, we had a little mishap. Take us back. Same way. You understand? and give us another chance to show you that Sour Splash can be that event, because we want this to be a trademark event. People from all over the Caribbean, we want to send a message. You know, last night, Kathy, I'll tell you something. I'm a promoter, so I'm always on social media looking at different things. And what I realize we're lacking here is that I don't think we're 100% supportive and party people. So we see clips from the different Caribbean islands and we say, man, that look good. And guess what? We want to go there. So we go there. You understand? So what's happening is they're creating clips that is enticing us to get on Liat and inter-Caribbean and fly to their island. And what we're doing here, we're not creating anything. What are we creating here? You understand? We ain't creating nothing. We ain't selling nothing for our country. You know why? Because we acting bougie. We ain't coming to the events them. Me ain't going there because of he or whatever. We ain't creating no vibe. And so we ain't got no clips for sending on the islands for them to say, we want to come Tatola for Sour Splash. We want to come Tatola for Village because we too bougie to do that. You understand? But what they doing, taking all our money, you understand? And we ain't getting none of their money. And we got to do better than that. We supposed to have a clip where everybody in front of the stage in the water partying and having a good time. We just get hyped for Christmas in July. You know why? Because all them Puerto Ricans in the water partying on the beach. And then making memories and sending it back. And then 1,000 more Puerto Ricans come in the next year. And then next year, we have 5,000 Puerto Ricans come because they're creating that memory to send back. What are we creating? I'm on Brandywine Bay Beach. Where are you? What is under my nose? I'm out.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.